Welcome to HyVee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine HyVee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, this is definitely the day that you don't want to realize that you had 4 umbrellas in your garage and grabbed this many. I literally, welcome to the show, by the way, HyVee Today, Tony Tone, Tuesday, September 8th. Feels like Monday, but it's Tuesday. Was off yesterday, talking a lot with my hands. Going to put my hand down. Holy rain, Batman. So many umbrellas in my garage. I've got big umbrellas. I've got small umbrellas. I've got kid umbrellas. I've got fancy umbrellas, and I did not bring any of them. So you can see outside. It's gray. Looks almost like it's 8 o'clock at night when we're doing the show, but it is right now 8:32 in the morning, and that's kind of what we're going to look at for the next couple of days after what was a very nice weekend. And but I will stick with the weather, with the Lutheran Living Senior Campus weather forecast. You can see on the screen right there. Today's high is only 61, right? Shower and thunderstorm likely, 70% chance. Tonight, breezy, chance for rain, a low of 52. And then tomorrow, cloudy, little rain, cool, high of 60. Temps kind of rebound heading into the weekend, but 52 is the low tonight. So maybe you turn the air off, open the window. Some people might turn their heat on. I don't know if that's too soon, but if you pay the bills, you're entitled to do whatever you like. I want to mention the Muscatine County Freedom Rock, which was unveiled on Sunday. Since we were off yesterday, I had some pictures and video, had kind of a front row seat for this in Wilton, and that is Rear Admiral Will Pennington, who was in charge of the George H.W. Bush destroyer. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, he was the guy that commanded that ship. So also a Wilton native, by the way, Rear Admiral Will Pennington. So what you're watching is footage from Sunday, about 300 to 400 people in attendance, and Rear Admiral Pennington is about to give the command to reveal the Muscatine County Freedom Rock, which was hand-painted by Bubba Sorensen, who is working on his 93rd county with a Freedom Rock. So there it is. Look at that. First time it was unveiled in all its glory, and it is impressive, I have to tell you. It was a great day. That's Bubba Sorensen, the artist, in the shorts right there. Really cool day. So many veterans. Chad, there's one picture I sent. We invited, at the end of the ceremony, they were like, let's invite any veteran that's here to come take a picture. And it literally took like 15 minutes because there were so many veterans. I mean, that picture that I took, I'm going to try later in the show. There's a drone shot. I mean, I tried to get everybody, but it was just unbelievable. So if you were there on Sunday, thanks for coming out. It was a great event. Ted Maroff and the crew did such a good job. Went off without a hitch. And please go to Wilton. Again, this Freedom Rock is for all of Muscatine County, located in Wilton. There's 510 pavers with people's names who have served or are currently serving or made the ultimate sacrifice serving their country. So you can check that out in Wilton. It's unbelievable to see in person, and a very kind of a moving place. I was there a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, and the rock was covered up, and that was it. And they've since put all the pavers in and some concrete. There's a cannon. It's very cool. So thank you again to Ted for having me do that. 2 things really quick. Today at the store, with every $20 you spend, you're going to get 10 cents off per gallon. This is today only, Tuesday, September 8th. So really an awesome opportunity to save on the fuel saver. I coasted into work today. My gas light is almost on, but that's okay because there's a gas station right across the parking lot. So I've drove here, and the thing's like, you have 4 miles till you're empty. And I'm like, that's fine. There's a gas station at my job. So if you need a fuel saver like I do, today's the day. $20, 10 cents. The more you spend, the more you save. It's absolutely awesome. And it's usually never that good of a deal, 10 on 20. So don't miss that. And then it's Top Care Tuesday. So Top Care products, buy one, get one, 50% off. I don't know if this is supposed to be a hint with the soap, but that's fine. You got a little Top Care Fresh Moisture Nourishing Body Wash. This one's scented like cucumbers. Oh my, right? So buy one Top Care product, get one 50% off on Top Care Tuesday. Maybe you need some of the old, daytime cold meds, nighttime meds. Again, it's got the same active ingredient. You're just paying way less when you buy Top Care stuff. Okay. All of that said, let's get to our guests that are here. We're going to talk about the United Way of Muscatine, and it's cool to have Shane Orr here, the executive director, and then next to Shane is our friend Nicole Sorgenfrey, who's certainly been on the show a lot amidst the pandemic, several times been here. Nicole's a program manager, and it's great to have you both here. Thank you for being here. How you doing?
Doing well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feel like, have you taken, because Nicole said she took not a lot of time off during the pandemic. It had to be the same thing for you, Shane. Right? You didn't take Nicole. I didn't take any. Not even
he
one.
Didn't take any.
You didn't take any. Shane.
I think I'm taking a couple days next week.
So since the pandemic, you haven't taken any time off?
Maybe an afternoon here or there. But
How dare you? A whole afternoon? But that's just wild. I don't know if people understand that. The pandemic has affected and impacted a lot of businesses, organizations. But there's been that much going on that you literally haven't had time, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
I think Nicole's probably done a lot more of the hands-on work than I have,
But still, I mean, that's for United Way to continue to be that busy. I want to start with kind of a general update, and then I know we're going to talk about annual campaigns. So where are we at with respects to either still helping with pandemic or whomever wants to answer that? But let's just get kind of like an overarching update.
Yeah, so we're still delivering groceries to folks who are over 60 or have an underlying health issue.
Mm-hmm.
We're at about 145 that we're delivering to every Thursday afternoon.
Wow.
We are still needing more volunteers for that. We had a lot of teachers and students that were volunteering since school got shut down back in March. And so once August hit, we kind of lost a large group of volunteers. But we still have some great volunteers that are helping. It takes about an hour every Thursday afternoon, and you deliver to about 15 homes. It is a pointless contact. So you drop the bag of groceries off at their front door, and then you go back to your car and call them and let them know that their groceries are there. So we've been working with MCSA's food pantry with that. So Nora and Mike there with the food pantry have been great to work with that. And right now, our food bank actually has some really nice canned food boxes that we've been delivering.
That's great.
So we started that last week. So it has vegetables and fruits canned in there. So that gives them ready for the winter. Because who knows what 2020 is going to bring us for the winter.
You just said, Nicole said winter like it's tomorrow, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. As I'm looking outside, it's raining. The old saying, it could be snow. Don't you love when people say that? Yes, it's rain. I'm okay with rain. But that's a good
My brother
point.
lives in Evergreen, Colorado, and yesterday it was 85 degrees, and today it's 33 and snowing.
This is the weirdest
So it
year
is
ever.
odd.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't seem like everybody, big lightning, by the way, everybody's just kind of adjusted to this new normal. And I don't want to say it doesn't seem like the pandemic is going to stop anytime soon. Certainly people are working around the clock to get a vaccine, and I do think we'll be able to get rid of coronavirus. I don't know if it'll be in the next 6 months, but that's interesting that you note winter, because you're probably still 145 people still might need help, Nicole, come December or January, right?
Right, so we're getting ready to kind of collect funds for coats
Okay.
to have in our office. And snow boots. Last year we bought a lot for students, and we know that kids grow out of those and things get tattered and torn. So we're going to do that again. We just finished up with our shoe program.
Awesome.
Where every child starts school with a new pair of shoes. I think we had about 250 students this year. It was a little lighter than normal because of the change that we work with Community Action on that. So everything was pointless contact. So they signed up online and then called our office and was referred. So it was a little different, but it worked out. Might be a little hail going on.
I think we're good. We lost power for a second, but I think we're okay. That was weird. So yeah,
it was quite interesting. We don't use our boardroom right now because we're not doing any in-person meetings. So our boardroom was like a shoe shop.
It's unbelievable. I mean, even still,
we actually should have probably got a picture of that, Shane.
But 250
because we've moved it all out.
kids started the school year with shoes that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
And that is
That's
our
impactful.
whole county. So we do West Liberty, Wilton, Muscatine, and Eliza County.
So Shane, for you at the top of the United Way, I mean, is this one of those things like couldn't really have had a plan for a pandemic,
right.
Maybe disaster planning? You already work extremely well with different organizations
right.
and businesses that are there and that have supported with funds and donations. But like, what had to change, and what is still changing on your side of things? Because I think, myself included, I thought, okay, it's going to be like this, and then we're going to get over this, and we'll go back to normal, and we're just still kind of carrying on.
Along, right?
Yeah, but so what does that have to mean? I mean, you're probably having to get creative in a lot of ways. We're talking about a lot of, contact-free deliveries and donations of things, but on the business side, annual events, Day of Caring, annual campaigns where you're very visible and out there, right. That all has to change as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we were well positioned to help initially because we're organized to kind of do that kind of thing.
Sure.
So we were able to partner with other organizations and hold nonprofit calls in partnership with Community Foundation and Aligned Impact Muscatine to host social service provider calls weekly to try to problem solve some of those initial things that we needed to figure out.
Sure.
So.
And moving forward, and again, as I always say, if somebody's watching and you have that vault of money that you don't know what to do with, United Way would be an unbelievable recipient of your generosity. Write a check, whatever the case may be. But with like an annual campaign, is that having, and again, you've retained good contacts with people, so sending emails is certainly fine, but are you doing anything else to appeal? I mean, obviously people know that you're still, maybe they don't know that 145 people are receiving groceries every Thursday. That's a staggering amount. Or 250 kids relied on the generosity of the community to have shoes for school. But how are you appealing to, whether it's individuals or businesses, that, hey, we still need your help. We know that this has been tough on a lot of us, but here's what we're doing every day to make a difference. I mean, is it a matter of just getting like info in their hands or what?
Yeah, it's a lot of, obviously we have to do a lot of stuff virtually now, but it's just kind of getting information out there.
Sure.
Even before this, United Way was we were kind of shifting our focus a little bit and just kind of highlight something. So 2 years ago, United Ways of Iowa came out with the ALICE report.
Okay.
I don't know if you
I
know
remember
what ALICE.
that.
So ALICE is Asset Limited Income Constrained Employed. And basically the ALICE report shows really gives a voice to the people that are working but still not able to meet their basic needs each month.
Yep.
And so in Muscatine, for example, this was in 2 years ago, the report came out, and it was 37% of Muscatine County households were below that threshold, meaning that they were struggling each month to figure out how they were going to meet their basic needs.
Sure.
So we know that that's only gotten worse since the pandemic. Unemployment rate is up. So there are many more people out of work and that kind of thing. So it's even more important now to have that focus on trying to help people towards self-sufficiency. And so that's really where our focus is in the coming years, trying to help people towards self-sufficiency.
And to your point, and that's something that we've heard, and Nicole said it, and certainly MCSA has said it, and Salvation Army is the first time recipient of food. People that didn't know where to go.
Right.
The mom, I've examples, but true examples, a mom that was like, I just need like a loaf of bread and a thing of milk, and I can't believe, and this is the story that was told to me, she's like, I can't believe that I have to ask for help, but I don't know what to do. That the pandemic has really, brought that to the surface. And to your point, I remember the ALICE results and thinking that 37% was a lot. And that's what it could be. It could be just that meal for the week or the day or that utility bill. So what do we do? Like, has your office been inundated with, hey, United Way, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay my utility bill, and then you're able to help kind of navigate them to where some resources might be? That kind of story alone would justify, if I'm watching this, maybe you've never donated to United Way, but now you're going to do it, or your business is like, wow, we really need to help out. But has that happened more so than ever with the pandemic? People needing just a little bit?
I would say yes. We've had a lot of folks call. You know, I'm just not able to make my rent this month, and I have no idea where to go.
Sure.
Or, you know, I am $50 behind on my electrical bill. Who can I go to for help?
Yeah.
And the good thing is there right now, at least, there are resources out there for people.
Sure.
The uncertainty in the future, though, is what's concerning, because moratoriums only last for so long. The assistance is only going to last for so long.
Right.
So then where do people go, and what do people do at that point? So you know, our role is to invest in programs that are helping in you know, people get job training if they need to get employment, different employment now, or even housing for affordable housing, that kind of thing, to stay in their homes, and kind of coordinating the response around those areas to try to make sure that people can live and not have to worry about that kind of thing. So,
but and again though, like with the campaign, the annual campaign, I mean, each year United Way is able to, like you said, work with organizations and kind of be sort of the pass-through of some funding. But I imagine the need for funds is like, and correct me if I'm wrong, unless you have some resources you're tapping into, I don't know, but I imagine the pandemic has brought things up, but then to continue to disseminate those funds to those organizations, you're going to maybe have to set a higher goal. I don't know. Is that a reality yet, where you're like, for the annual campaign, we need to be at X amount of dollars so that we can continue to not have to say no? I mean, I can't imagine when an organization reaches out and they're like, hey guys, we're providing this service and can you help us? I mean, I would hate to think United Way would ever have to say, well, we're tapped out. We don't have the resources to do it. So and I don't need like I don't need a figure, but I mean, for people that are watching, is this the time to think about making that donation, to going to a HR person at work and saying, hey, I think we need to do something to raise funds to get to the United Way? Should they start doing that now?
Yeah, certainly. We'll work with organizations, any organization in Muscatine that, and it's as simple as making it an option for employees to give.
Sure.
The number one reason people don't give is because they weren't asked. So just having that as an option is, you know, we don't, gone are the days where you try to strong arm people into giving certain amounts and that kind of thing.
Sure.
But just giving them that option to give, and letting them know that there's a way that they can help the community, making it easy for them to do that. I mean, that's as simple as it needs to be. Well,
and just that stat on your website, conveniently located near the donate option, was showing us how many people, look at that. 40 local programs are funded, impacting over 25,000 people. And I love that it says 99% of the funds stay local. That's a big deal, right? And maybe people don't understand the impact that the United Way has, and that's okay. Like, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I had no idea, that's fine. Like, if we can be informative, educate you on what United Way does, that's awesome. If you've been at Days of Caring in the past and you're a habitual supporter, volunteer donor, that's great as well. But it just seems like, again, you know, now is the time for people to take action, just like, you know, you guys haven't stopped taking action since March 13th or 17th, whatever day it changed. I know what day it changed here. It was March 13th. Just because the need's not going to go away, and that's what's tough. And, you know, I know that hopefully today, you know, I think the Senate's back and they're going to hopefully get to work on a second stimulus, which would be good, not to get political. I mean, I think it would be the right thing to do for people. But in the meanwhile, for folks in Muscatine, our friends and neighbors, what can we do to help them? And I think that you guys, you're the best place to go for that question. What can I do to help, right?
And that's one of the big things is 2 years ago when we decided to make this change, it's because our stats were staying the same.
Sure.
We weren't moving the needle. We were just kind of like putting a Band-Aid on it and not completely fixing the problem. So we decided to dig deeper and find out what are root causes of these incidents are happening in our community. And so now it's huge. I mean, with the pandemic, it's even bigger.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I think it's important to note that, there are resources, and like Shane touched on, I mean, if it's just a different career path and options to get like certifications and the programs through the Community Foundation and MCC. I mean, there's so many things that people can do. They just need to ask, and it needs to be. I just hope nobody ever feels guilty for asking for help or just to ask the question. Like, because if they're feeling stuck in a rut and that they have no options, that's not true. I mean, you have to at least feel comfortable to pick up a phone and have a conversation. Volunteer opportunities, we already touched on the Thursday, bringing groceries to people. What else do you have for folks that are interested?
We are doing Day of Caring.
You are doing Day of Caring.
So it's different this year.
Awesome.
So what I say, we have about 150 people signed up.
Great.
We're only working on senior homes.
Okay.
We have had so many calls in our office because we were not able to do any Day of Carings in the spring, that seniors are needing help with yard work.
Yeah.
The projects are only outside.
Okay.
There is no breakfast and no lunch. Only teams of 10.
Okay.
But this is kind of also exciting because we'll be unveiling our new logo with United Way. So that will be on our Day of Caring shirt.
Nice.
Mostly because we didn't get our art contest out because school got let out early. Lots of fun things. But at least we get it out.
That's a big deal to have the Day of Caring. So 9/23 is the date. How many projects do you have so far? Or how many folks?
We should know more about that tomorrow. Senior Resources is putting together all of our projects, but I would think we probably have around 20 to 30 projects for these folks to work on.
That's a big deal.
A lot of yard work. I know we have had some porch painting, and we have a house that we've been working on painting for the last year that we're going to finish up. So it's kind of exciting.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's a big deal. And there's the info on the screen right there. So is there still time for people watching to take part in the Day of Caring?
If you're a senior and you are in need of help at your home and no one's contacted you through Senior Resources, call our office and we'd be more than happy to get you on that list. If you have a group that you would like to volunteer, give us a call. We can get you on that list as well. We still have time for that.
Is it possible to do a socially distanced Kids First Fun pancake breakfast? I mean, have you thought about getting creative with parking lots downtown, or because I know the Kids First Fund is another great thing, but, and a lot of those events have not been able to happen, which is unfortunate. But I think it's great that you're doing the Day of Caring. It probably took a lot of planning and back end work to make it happen and to be safe. So are there other things that you're working on that you've done maybe previously that you're modifying, or maybe new forms of fundraising that you want to try? I mean, I think it's awesome to adjust the Day of Caring to be able to have it be safe. Yeah. But what about those Kids First Fund events, or that poor lady. She's got an umbrella though. She's all right. It's coming down really hard outside. Sorry, I got distracted. So however you want to answer that. But what else is coming down the pipe? We
really need to do a fundraiser. We just haven't put the time and talked about it.
Sure.
We have in passing say, hey, we need to do this, but we need to do that. We've had, school's been in session for 2 weeks now?
This is the third week. Yeah.
And we've had quite a few requests so far. So I think that to keep that fund going, we're going to have to do something.
Yeah. And again, if somebody's watching and you want to fund the Kids First Fund, wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, what is that? Any amount would help, but for somebody that's out there that I have a blank check in my office, you could, and the Kids First Fund helps when you get that call from school that says kid needs shoes, clothes, but also sometimes they're involved in an activity and they don't want to feel like they're not equal with their peers, so we can maybe pay for a fee or something, right?
We just worked with the orchestra.
Okay.
The music department.
The music department on doing a virtual program.
Great.
So Shane, you could probably touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, we were one of several funders to help them purchase a remote learning music program.
That's fantastic.
You know, if you wrote the check big enough, we could name it. We could put your name on the Kids First Fund. So
you could own the Kids First Fund. So if you're the kind of person or the organization that loves seeing your name above, wow, I didn't think about that. Yeah, so please, again, keep that in mind. As we wrap up in the next 3 minutes, so Day of Caring on the 23rd, taking care of people every Thursday, 145 folks receiving groceries, annual campaign efforts going on. Is there anything else that we need to tell people connected to the United? I'm excited to see the new logo, by the way. That's really cool.
So we're doing a Live United Day
Okay.
on October 16th.
Awesome.
So that information will be rolling out here real soon, and that is unveiling our new shirts as well.
Okay.
So we're kind of excited about that, and that is just a day where the whole community just wears the shirts that's on the billboards, and we just really get the information out about Live United in a United Way.
We do have our branded masks.
Oh, yeah.
So
Super cool.
you get one of those for $3.
Nice. So
yeah.
check that out.
It just covers our cost basically. So.
Yeah, so if you're needing the face mask. Oh, and 2 different styles it
Yep,
looks
there's
like.
2 different styles.
Awesome. All right, so Live United Day, and maybe folks familiar with seeing the yard signs in different places throughout the community, throughout the county, which is awesome. I feel like I saw one the other day. I don't know if it just hasn't been taken down, which is fine.
Some of them stay up.
They just stay up, right?
Yeah.
Which is nice. It carries on the message. That's excellent. All right, so UnitedWayofMuscatine.org is the website, on social media. If you're watching, again, Day of Caring, September 23rd. Listen, that's awesome to get involved with. Need volunteers on Thursdays to bring groceries to people. And then October 16th is the Live United Day. That is super cool. I'm so glad that that's happening and that you guys have just not stopped working this whole time to help people. It's a big deal. I mean, who would have ever thought that you would have, so many different things would have happened and so many people would need help. It's just great. I do hope you get to take time off, but I hope that you don't stop taking care of people. Is that fair to say?
Right. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's really incredible. All right, the website's right there. Please get involved, even if you're like, well, could I donate $50 a month? Sure, whatever the case may be, right? It's going to make a difference. Thank you for your time. And Day of Caring 23rd, Live United Day on the 16th. And maybe a socially distanced Kid First Fun Pancake Breakfast. Maybe. Possibly.
We'll have one at some point.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
it's going to one way or the other. All right, let's go CBI Bank and Trust Aisle Cam. Oh, no, wait. You know what? I want to do, hold on. Come back to me, Chad. I want Shane. Oh, my Lanta. I want Shane to try this. Since Nicole has done what's in the box, right? Okay, Shane, here you go. This is your challenge. Toyota Muscatine, what's in the box? Shane Orr. You're going to, hold on, let me ask. Chris? Is it? No, it's not. It's not? Okay. It's not alive. That's good. So that's good. It's not alive. I put my hand in pudding one time. So you're going to close your eyes. You're going to put your hands inside the box.
Okay.
The first thing you're going to do is there's 2 doors you're going to push open so that we can see what you're trying to guess, but you can't. Fair?
Sure.
Good luck. Go ahead.
So just kind of.
Yep. So then, close your eyes or just look the other way and then push forward on those doors. There you go. All right, here we go. Oh, now listen, I kind of had this earlier, and it ties into the day of the week that it is. Shane Orr with the United Way of Muscatine taking a gander at the Toyota Muscatine What's in the Box. What would you like to guess, sir?
Well, it's got a cup on it, so it's got to be some kind of cold medicine.
You're absolutely right, Shane. Take a look. It's the Top Care Tuesday day and night meds. Nice job. It was very heavy when I picked it up. I was a little worried. I thought maybe this is the time they put, like a baby raccoon in there. I don't know.
Cool.
You never. Listen. Who knows what's going to be in there? I'm glad that it wasn't alive. We always have to ask, is it alive? So great job. All right. Well, thank you guys again. Come back, and UnitedWayofMuscatine.org is the website. Let's go look at some breakfast, and then we're going to get ready for our next guest. So please get involved with the United Way of Muscatine on their website, on social media, and get in on the Day of Caring, September 23rd. It's coming in hot. There you go. You have some breakfast right there on the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. You can also see in the back, I like what Chris Anderson did there. He snuck in one of his gold-painted shells in the background. So our friend and local artist Chris Anderson has been finding some of the used shells that folks would use to make the pearl buttons, and he's been giving them a little gold spray paint. That's very nice. Got one in the background. All right, also in that shot, we've got apple juice and some flowers, autographed picture of John Stamos in the background. The Market Grill Express menu is there, and that's just great. All right, so that's very good. So Top Care Tuesday what is in the box? It was that daytime and nighttime medicine. Yeah. So it's just so weird to think like, well, it's cold season, so you might need some medicine, right? Well, listen, don't get caught off guard. Have it at the house, and if you come in and get it today on Top Gear Tuesday, that's marvelous. All right, our next guest is here, and no stranger to the show. We have the one and only Jordan Lloyd, who's the marketing director with Sunnybrook at Muscatine. It's great to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for being here.
It's rainy.
It is. Did you get caught in the rain?
My shoes are very wet.
Oh my gosh.
My socks are wet.
I was hoping.
I'm okay though.
I was hoping that we weren't going to see you like running across.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, I ran across right there.
Did you have an umbrella?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I have like 5 umbrellas in my garage, and you're already in better shape than I am because I didn't grab any of them.
That's smart.
Like I even have one of those umbrellas that opens or closes this way so the rain doesn't come on you, and I still didn't bring it. And like I might leave early today because I have some time to use,
Right.
and it's just
Gonna be
downpouring.
raining.
Yeah.
Right.
And it seems like tomorrow, and I dropped my phone holder. It seems like tomorrow's weather should be better than today.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't matter for your lunch for a cause at Sunnybrook because it's covered.
Yep.
Okay, so this is good. So you've been on before. We've talked about these lunches
Yep.
for a cause, and tomorrow it's Big Brothers Big Sisters in Muscatine
Yep.
County. Good choice. Was it a
think so.
no-brainer or what? Because that's an organization that's been really impacted by the pandemic.
Yeah, definitely. And I think just this year, not being able to, meet with the littles as much, or making it more complicated with COVID and stuff. I think definitely, just as the other organizations we've chose deserve it so much, and it's definitely one that I personally love. I feel connected to. I put in my application to be a big sister, so
Oh, that's exciting.
yeah, waiting for my match and everything.
Yeah.
So pretty excited about that. But it's
Wow.
definitely an amazing organization, and the Muscatine chapter here does such a great job.
Yeah.
Lindsay does such a phenomenal job there. So
That's incredible. So
Yeah.
you felt so empowered. You're going to be a big.
yeah, hopefully. Fingers
That's
crossed.
well. I'm sure you're going to pass all the. You have to do like a background check or
yeah,
whatever.
there's nothing sketchy on my
No,
background.
it's fine. Well, minus
I know of, I don't
the
know.
John Stamos.
That's one case
affinity.
of stalking. That
Yeah.
was it. Okay.
But that's really great. So tomorrow, and I like the menu, by the way, for Lunch for a Cause. It's as if you knew that it was going to be in the 60s.
Yes.
Because it's a very like chicken and noodle. Like that's a
That's
good.
like a take-home,
Yeah.
warm-me-up meal.
Exactly.
Yeah, or take to work and warm me up.
And it's so easy. So literally, if you're watching, folks, tomorrow you don't have to get out of your car.
Nope.
From 11:30 to 1. Now, listen, if you can call Sunnybrook today and let them know that you're coming.
Yep, that'd
so
be
that
great.
They have the food ready. But you just drive. You literally drive through.
Yep.
And-
Drive up. We'll
Yeah.
have a box with your name on it, and we'll just give it to you right in your car, and
Yeah.
you don't have to do anything.
It's so great. And these have really
yeah.
been successful.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
definitely.
you're making an impact with all the different organizations
Yeah.
that you're helping.
And it's fun too, when we can't get people in our doors right now,
Sure.
to have people at least come out to Sunnybrook, and our residents be able to at least see people around. That's super nice. So
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, it has to be really nice to get, even if residents can just come outside or towards the front of the building to see
Yep.
what's going on, has
Yeah.
to just immediately make them feel
Definitely.
better, right?
it does.
That's super cool. Greg Bach, Lieutenant Bach from the Salvation Army, says this sounds like an amazing lunch. Yeah, right. I mean,
Join us.
good cause, good food, and you're in and out, which is nice because
quick
maybe
and
you're,
easy.
you're not super chatty. Now, Lieutenant Bach would be very chatty. He might have to wait towards the end because he
It's all
might
right.
talk a lot and hold up the line. Has that happened though? Have you had to do like, I could see maybe like
yeah,
Captain
but those-
Quinn Reese. You got to do this too.
Oh,
All right.
he doesn't even drive.
Moving along.
He doesn't even drive through. He kind of just parks and then stays at a distance. He doesn't even
Okay.
drive through. He's
So
got to
that's
get
fine.
get in his
Yeah.
his piece there. We love having him though. He's
Yeah.
such a good support.
But you haven't had to do the wrap it up to anybody?
No,
Nice.
no. Usually those
Yeah.
people pull forward, and then somebody will go. You serve the rest of the people. We'll
Yeah.
go talk, and which is
That's
nice too.
awesome.
We need people out there. So
Yeah, I think that's great. And,
Yeah.
and again, it's gone on for, how many is this now for Lunch for a Cause?
I don't even know. I think they started it a couple years ago.
Wow.
or a year ago. It's
That's
definitely
incredible.
been going on, for a while.
But to have it and to get creative, because again, you used to go inside to Sunnybrook, but with the pandemic, what do? Well, you make it a drive-through, and as I said, and I don't need exact amounts, but you've really been able to donate
like 400 or 500.
Right.
Yeah.
And for a place like Big Brothers Big Sisters in Muscatine County that has had, they had to get creative with a fundraiser with the hoops for kids' sake.
Yep.
They usually have a big bowling event that generates a lot of money, but couldn't do that. So $400 to $500, $600, $700 off of a lunch tomorrow will help them a lot.
And the people that come out to the lunch always, by no means are you obligated, but always donate more, than what the lunch costs, because this community is just awesome and very supportive of everything.
All right, I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but I know you think like I do. Have you given any thought to, because it seems like, and I'm not here to, by the way, I'm so tan. I'm just noticing I sat in the sun at that Freedom Rock thing. My face looks like the color of my shirt. I'm getting very self-conscious of how much sun I got this weekend. I do not fake tan. I was outside a lot.
I caught him walking out of Suntan City yesterday. So
listen, we love Suntan City. They're marvelous. This is spray on. With respects to Halloween.
Yeah.
And I have no information, but it seems like Halloween trick-or-treating might be weird. Not happening.
Right.
Which in a neighborhood like mine, we'll still have something for the kids in my neighborhood.
Right.
Don't tell anybody. But I wonder, and there's something that Hy-Vee's working on, a drive-through, socially distanced, safe.
Yep.
Have you given any thought to something like that?
Definitely.
Yeah, I figured you had.
I mean, I'm all for the fall, all for Halloween. That's my time of year. I'm very excited. I did spend a little bit too much money at Hobby Lobby to redecorate Sunnybrook for Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've definitely given thought to, what that's going to look like. How can we still get kids out there? How can we still make that, a cool experience for families and kids, but most importantly, our residents,
100%.
They count on those kids to come through with their fun costumes and the dogs that come through with their fun costumes every year. So we're definitely in the works of how we can do that. We threw around some ideas of maybe like a fall festival type thing in our parking lot. Just going to come up with something, but definitely something that we want to keep, because that's, this year can't ruin everything.
So do you have a costume in mind personally?
No.
Have you thought about that? No.
Well, I got to coordinate with my dog.
Oh,
so we
your dog.
We'll pick out his outfit and then kind of go, what mine will be. I usually do a couple's costume with my boyfriend. Last year we were Ricky Bobby and his sidekick Cal Naughton Jr.
Nice.
So we
Yeah.
really try and, so Eddie, my dog, and I are going to try and step it up this year. So
That's
I have to coordinate with him. So
I like that you're like, I got to figure out the dog's costume
Yep.
and then I'll kind of get mine together.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's
Put
what we're gonna
the
do.
four-legged friend first. All right, so stay tuned for something connected to Halloween at Sunnybrook.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, it looks like you brought maybe the next Lunch for a Cause?
Yep.
Is that?
So we have the next one
Okay.
in October,
Okay.
and that's going to be for the Muscatine Symphony Orchestra.
Excellent.
I think a lot of people, I didn't even know until, I talked with them that they were a nonprofit, that they
Yep.
are someone that needs that funding because they do so many, free concerts and things like that, that they do need that money to rent the pianos and things like that. So definitely, again, another worthy cause. Struggling this year, not being able to do big fundraisers, in-person concerts, things like that. So definitely. And then our next big thing, which isn't necessarily open to the public, but we're super excited about, next week is National Assisted Living Week.
Oh, that's cool.
So we've got a lot of fun things in the works. Like Monday, we've been in contact with some food trucks, some llamas. We're going to try and get some live animals. We'll see.
Awesome.
A gala night, which is going to be kind of like a prom style. Lots of different things. A picnic, big
That's
stuff.
great.
So it's going to be really
Can
exciting.
I hold that up
Yep.
for people just because this is a good looking graphic right here.
It's folded,
So this
sorry.
is what
And rained on.
It's fine. This is what she was using as an umbrella. So here's what Jordan's talking about with Sunnybrook Assisted Living Week 2020 starting on Monday of next week. Tie-dye mask making.
Yeah.
Look at that. Afternoon campfire, gone fishing.
So I don't know.
I saw this.
We're doing it.
The big
We're doing
tank?
it. We've been in contact with Environmental Learning Center and Dave Bakke.
Yeah.
So he's making it happen for us, and so that's something we've got in the works. So
somebody on Facebook was like, hey, you should do this. And somewhere else across the country, at another place like Sunnybrook, they had like a giant,
basically like a stock tank.
A stock tank, thank you, full of water.
And fish.
And they stocked it with fish, and it was super cool. So that's happening on the 18th of next week.
So
Great
definitely
job.
watch out for our social media. It's going to be a very fun week filled with, fun things. So we're definitely super excited.
Yeah.
Giving our residents something big to look forward to.
Do you have somebody picked out for Lunch for a Cause for December? It's a loaded question.
It's a loaded question. So yes, we do have a couple. I think we have February open now.
You have
so
February. Okay.
Very exciting though that multiple people have reached out. Like how can we be the recipient of that? And so that's something that
It's flattering.
We want to help out everybody.
Well, Lieutenant Greg Bach of the Salvation Army said maybe Salvation Army Lunch for a Cause can be in December.
Or February.
But
nonetheless, it will happen.
Yes, maybe. Well, listen, he's going to be probably living in his giant red kettle again.
Oh, yes.
So that's where
we can deliver the lunch to him in the kettle.
It's fantastic. That's a good, listen, Lieutenant Bach, I think that, Megan Francis, our friend Megan, says Senior Resources will be enjoying Lunch for a Cause, love connecting with the community. Do you need, I mean, you have a lot of staff at Sunnybrook, so I don't want to ask, like, do you need volunteers to help with Lunch for a Cause? But, I mean, is that?
No, not necessarily. And, I mean, I think in different circumstances, definitely, just for them to be able to be there, connect with our residents, show face, things like that. In this time, it's kind of weird, with volunteers and stuff. And we've had so many people reach out. I mean, Big Brothers Big Sisters said, what can we do to help? Do you need people there? We've got it covered, for just being a drive-through. We want it to be as contactless as possible. We do appreciate that so much. And, when times get less weird, we will definitely want all the help we can get.
It'll be great to be able to invite the community back inside your doors because it is such a welcoming spot. Chad, I wonder if we go to the Facebook page. I feel like I had seen on Sunnybrook's Facebook page some, again, fun things that have been going on within the four walls. You have folks that you're taking care of, having to get creative, whether it's, I keep dropping my phone, I'm sorry, whether it's like the super fun, this video, by the way, how many views does this have?
I don't know. Scroll down. It might only show on mine because I'm an admin, but it's like,
holy cow,
so 409 shares, but I mean, it's up to about like 25,000 views.
Wow,
now I have watched it a good amount of times, so I might be a good 1,000 of those, but
that is so great.
That was such a fun video to make.
Yeah, I just love the beach ball and how it comes in and out of the frame. It's, look at that, there it is, here it goes, and then watch this. Wait for it, and
appearance.
It takes a long time to throw a beach ball around outside. Dickie!
We do have to, in those videos, speed people up a little bit. Those videos would be about 10 minutes long if I didn't put everybody on full speed, but
this is so great.
Fun to make.
Do you have plans to do another fun
Yes, I've been
video?
thinking of kind of like a Halloween theme we could do.
Nice.
I don't want to give anything away, but I'm throwing around the idea of Monster Mash. We'll see what we can, come up with there. Maybe the Addams Family. I don't know.
And I think it would be easy too. That looks just so relaxing, by the way.
Yes, I know.
I think it would be so easy to get, like, could you get folks in costume for a Monster Mash video or do like a, hey, we want the public to vote for your favorite Sunnybrook Halloween costume. Because I'm assuming that, like, I love Halloween. I had an unbelievable mustache last year as the MyPillow guy. So I commit to my costumes.
That's nice.
So I think
that's unique.
Like, you probably have residents at Sunnybrook that feel the same way. Like, they're already trying to stay positive and adjust to not maybe being able to get out as much or see people as much. So what can you do within the four walls?
Right.
I imagine there's probably stuff going on every day that maybe just doesn't get captured, and that's fine. But it's definitely had to be tough, right? Because
you got to be creative.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I mean, do you know today's National Beer Lovers Day?
I thought it was yesterday.
Well, I think every day can be National Beer Lovers Day if you try hard enough, and it could very well have been yesterday.
Celebrate. I think it was.
Yeah.
But,
well,
today might be too.
I've got beer next to me, so
there you go.
But I think it's great, like, to be able to incorporate like silly holidays like that.
Because I know on the last one we did National Tequila Day.
Right.
And we had a big tequila party.
It's so great.
And some of our residents really like tequila.
I'm telling you, it's great to watch the creative things happen. And if you're tuning in, you still have time. We're talking today on Tuesday the 8th, Sunnybrook Lunch for a Cause tomorrow. So please, what's the number, Jordan, they need to call if they're going to take part tomorrow?
Get your pens and pencils ready.
Okay.
563-263-5108.
Okay, 5108.
Or even if you reply to the Facebook event going, a lot of the time people do just to be nice and then they don't show up, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, just do that and I'll still put you down and get your, you know, name on a lunch.
Awesome. 563-263-5108. Lunch for a Cause tomorrow.
Yep.
Supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine. Looking ahead to October. The Muscatine Symphony, which is excellent.
On October 4th.
Know who November? I'm skipping November. Sorry, November. Who do you have for November? Do you know offhand?
November is the Senior Resources Christmas Basket Project.
Oh, wow. That's a big deal.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So.
And then do you know December's? Off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, it's the, nope.
That's okay. It's okay. It's September. Listen, December is a long time from now.
Rebuilding Together?
Maybe. That's great. We love Rebuilding Together, Muscatine County.
I think
Frank
that's,
Iliff was just here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
good.
If that's not what I had down, it is now.
All right. Please keep up the good work. People watching, get to Sunnybrook tomorrow. Have lunch for a cause. I'm assuming that we're still at a phase of...
With rising cases in Muscatine and stuff, we did have to go back to that phase 2.
Okay.
Everything internally is still the same. So we can, you know, we have residents in the dining room. We can have that. We just kind of had to shut it off to the outside a little bit. So.
Okay. And again, the hope is cases hopefully go in the opposite direction to be able to get folks out more into the community, because you guys always do such a great job of that, but then at the same time bringing people back into your doors would be nice.
Definitely.
All right. Anything else? We good?
Just keep a watch out on our social media. We've got stuff going on all the time.
Sure.
At the end of this month, we do have a business card drop-off.
Cool.
It's Pick Your Poison theme, so you will be able to pick from some different shooters and mixers. So
that's fun. And any openings currently? Yep.
Yes. So we do have a 1-bedroom and a studio open. So give me a call. Same number as the lunch RSVP, and we'll get you set up. Anybody.
Excellent.
We would love some new residents. Keeps things interesting.
I think it's going to be a good day, even on a rainy, overcast day today. And don't let tomorrow. Listen, you're in a covered drive-through, so it's really.
And you don't have to get out of your car.
You don't have to get out of your car.
Nope.
Can't stress that enough. It's really great. Keep up the good work. It's on the screen right there. Helping out Big Brothers Big Sisters Muscatine County with Lunch for a Cause tomorrow at Sunnybrook. Anybody dressed up tomorrow? You had like an ice cream thing. You had like people dressed up.
I don't know. We'll have to see what I can come up with.
Okay. It'll be fun to see what Halloween costume you end up going with.
Maybe I could dress up as a chicken.
A chicken?
For chicken and noodles.
You could. I have a chicken costume, I think. It hasn't been to the dry cleaner, so maybe not. Never mind. It's a bad idea. It's like one of those weird, like chicken, like head masks. Yeah. Costumes are weird during a pandemic. Like you just like get some Lysol spray. Not that you can find it, but yeah. But I do feel like I'm sitting here and I don't even have. Usually by now I have like an idea of what I'm gonna do for Halloween, and I don't even have that yet. I need to get my act together. Yeah. Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
I know, that's so
fun. It's a big deal, right?
It's so fun.
So I can't wait to see what comes out of Sunnybrook for Halloween.
Yep.
And get there for lunch tomorrow.
Definitely.
And thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good rest of your day. And I didn't even mention the John Stamos thing. So that's good. All right. Let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. I will say that I did, because you posted the video of when you met John Stamos. And that was pretty awesome. Your reaction. Yeah. I like that they you like you didn't you thought you were in trouble.
It was honestly such a surreal experience, but my heart hurt. They took me out of the audience, took me to the back. I'm like, it's happening, I'm gonna meet him. And then they're like, well, we're kind of worried about you being so close to the stage. You might be a stalker. And my heart like went just to the floor.
It's terrible.
I was like, this is not real, right? You think I'm a stalker? There's weirdos out there. I'm not weird. I'm obsessed with John Stamos, but I'm not weird.
And if you don't, John Stamos, Uncle Jesse from Full House,
Yep.
is Jordan's friend.
But
You're
then,
friends.
yes,
You're
we are
friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Friends with the Beach Boys, so,
That's right.
you know,
Yeah.
if you guys want to get connected, just call me.
That's kind of why that Sunnybrook video had Beach Boys.
Beach Boys,
songs.
so-
You have the licensing, so you didn't have to worry about getting
Right,
zapped
right.
for the
We'll
royalties.
just call him up. We'll
Yeah.
just call him up.
Just call Mike Love. Hey, Mike, it's Jordan. We cool? Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. Sweet.
Yeah, that's good. I
Yeah.
imagine you're hoping to get the pandemic over with so that,
We could hang out again.
yeah,
Yeah,
John Stamos can
definitely.
go back on
He's
the
been
road.
calling me. He's
Oh,
like,
boy.
hey, come down here. I'm like,
How
oh
is
my
Full
God.
House not an obvious choice for Halloween costume?
I don't know. What's my dog going to be?
They had a dog on Full House.
Yeah, but
Comet,
he
right?
was literally just a
Yeah,
golden retriever.
well,
He
then
didn't
just
have an
put
outfit.
it- then it's an easy, cheap costume. And then
Or-
you could go full bore, like you could be John Stamos for Halloween. I don't know if that's
that might be an idea. But like with the
I'll be
mullet,
Kimmy
John
Gibbler.
Stamos. Oh,
And
great.
you can be John Stamos.
Okay.
This is the best idea I've ever had.
I think that this could work.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into it. Like, but Teen Idol, John
Yeah,
Stamos.
that's right. The glamour
Yeah.
shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the aisle can so we stop talking about Full House. Although I did watch it a lot because it was on when I was growing up. I'm 37. I watched TGIF. Who doesn't love Bob Saget? All right. Breakfast on the screen. You can see it right there again. We're getting you taken care of. Chris's the shells are so cool. I love that you snuck a shell in the background. Thank you, Jordan. It's super cool. Spray painted gold. And Chris is going to have those maybe in the community. I'm still trying to put that together. I like that. I just saw that the is it the guy that owns the Jelly Belly company? They're doing like a golden ticket. Have you heard about this? So he's apparently giving away one of the and this is true because I read about it on the internet. I think it's the Jelly Belly guy. He's doing like a golden ticket, and if you buy, you have to spend like $50 or something. Then there's a golden ticket in each state. And then if you find it, you have a chance to win. I think if you find it, you win like $5,000, and then you have a chance to literally win a candy factory. So very much a la Willy Wonka. This is going on. I saw this on Facebook today. There it is. I wasn't wrong. Remember when didn't I talk to the Jelly Belly guy or somebody from the Jelly Belly company? They had a beer flavored jelly bean a couple years ago. I've got a golden ticket. I've got an olden. You know, my favorite meme ever is the one that makes fun of Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka. Grandpa Joe let his family fall into poverty because he couldn't get out of bed, and then gets invited to a chocolate factory and he springs out. Like, that's the best meme ever. But anyways, let's go back one more time so people don't think I'm like crazy. Or this is going on. Jelly Belly founder offers Willy Wonka-like treasure hunt, giving away golden tickets and a key to a candy factory. Not only that, but like, if you win, he's gonna pay to send you to like college to help you learn how to run a candy business. I don't know. I mean, I read about this at like 5 a.m. this morning. So that's what's happening, everybody. There's a real life Willy Wonka. Not the weird remake with Johnny Depp either. The original one, right? Okay, so listen, I have on my list that today is National Beer Lovers Day. Am I right? Yeah, what did you have? Did I put the Mondays in for Tuesdays? You do. I think what I did is I put the Mondays, National Days, into the Tuesday, didn't I? Yeah, all right. Well, then I'm going to pull this up. But in the meanwhile, let's get a shot of some of this stuff over here as I pull up the old national calendar. So again, if it was from yesterday, I apologize. National Beer Lovers Day, neither snow nor rain day. Yep, it was yesterday. So today is National Another Look Unlimited Day, National Ampersand Day, ampersand. That's a tough one to say. National Pediatric Hematology Oncology Nurses Day, and National Ants on a Log Day. Okay. Ants on a log. I also even have the date wrong on my paper, I'm just realizing. Ants on a log would be like what? A little celery, a little peanut butter, little raisins, or nuts. Yeah. But in the meanwhile, I do want to show off some of this beer because this looks to be maybe new beer. Is that Rolling Stone? So we got some Iowa brews down there, and then up here, look at this. We've got Rolling Stone from Elysian. Wow, that's cool. Rolling Stone Lager. And then next to it, Mango Fett, which looks like Boba Fett from Star Wars, but they're probably able to get away from any licensing because they called it Mango Fett. That's cool. I'm curious about. Ooh, it's cold too. I could crack one open. What's the worst that's going to happen, right? Rolling Stone Elysian Lager. This says, you're probably wondering what we're trying to do. It's hard to say. We wanted to add a little bit more magic to the world. So Rolling Stone Lager is about embracing the spirit of music that transforms us, brings us together, and also sets us free. To describe it any further would be difficult without sounding like, well, a swear word. Yeah, so that's awesome. It's 4.8%. They use the swear word twice on the can. I'll just show you. There it is. Rolling Stone. On the cover of a Rolling Stone. We're going to get sued for all my singing today. We're going to get zapped with the Willy Wonka licensing and then the cover of the Rolling Stone. So that's from Elysian. That's very nice. All right. That's great. And then the Mango Fett. Mango Fett is from, this is from Manchester, Iowa. Who did this? This is Franklin Street Brewing Company. Think local, drink local. I've been to Manchester, Iowa. I think I was at a wedding in Manchester, Iowa. Nice. I like that. Mango Fett. So I'm assuming it's a mango beer, right? It's a mango NE IPA, a New England style IPA. I love NE IPAs. This is right up my alley. I don't know if it says how strong it is. It probably does somewhere, but that's awesome. And then I've had Zoinks, which I like a lot, Iowa Brewing Company in Cedar Rapids. That's where they're at, right? Check out Zoinks. And then you've got from Reunion, which I think is also in Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. There's right here, which is called Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen, yes. Kind of has like a dude with, is it a cheese head or is it the pyramid head? I think it's Illuminati beer. Look out. Conspiracy theory beer. That's awesome. So think local, drink local. And check those out from Wine and Spirits. All right, let me reopen the old Facebook. I don't want to miss any comments or anything. So those are fantastic. All right. It's weird having a Monday off, but I also didn't hate it. I'm not going to lie. And then baseball. Yeah, so baseball season continues. And if you're trying to support your favorite team, you can do so with a custom baseball koozie, everybody. It looks like a baseball. And here's one for the Cubs. These are $3.99. Here's one for the Twins. Phil Schlesman, little known secret. Phil Schlesman, Hy-Vee Zone, loves the Twins. Here are the Kansas City Royals. Close enough to the Midwest. The New York Yankees. A lot of Yankee fans everywhere, right? And then you've got the St. Louis Cardinals. And the Cubs. And the Cubs. And the Cubs. 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 I like how it shows how the koozie fits. In case you don't know what a koozie is, we're going to show you how it works on a can. All right. That's very good. How about some Top Care Tuesday products, since that is going on today at the store? Also, the Fuel Saver. You could really double dip if you think about it with Top Care Tuesday. Buy one, get one 50% off. With every $20 you spend, you get the 10-cent Fuel Saver. You could go to town with that. Awesome deal, right? So even if it was like buy one thing of ibuprofen and then you got a body wash, buy one, get one 50% off. So buy one, this is 50% off. Or buy one, this is 50% off. And so on. You see, it's all right here on Top Care Tuesday, everybody. And then, I don't want to forget oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Who's using that kind of toenail clipper? What are you, shearing like Bigfoot's toes? My gosh, those are intense. That's like what they use if you get a pedicure. Like, you're in trouble when they break those things out and you got caveman feet like I do. And you're like, I'm so sorry. And don't forget, my $1 million tip. First of all, I recommend getting a pedicure. I wear flip-flops. You get a pedicure. You got a lot of dead skin on your feet. I'm not trying to talk. But if you're like me and you don't get a pedicure that often, the thing to do is to tip before it starts. because you're like, listen, this is going to be terrible. My feet are rough. So I want to give you this tip because good luck. We're all counting on you. And then here's some cuticle scissors. It's very specific, cuticle scissors. But what if I use them to trim my goatee? Oh, no, those are for your cuticles. And then we've got some emery boards. The old nail file. Ooh, I don't like it. I'm just thinking about it. Ooh. Like, I love getting a pedicure, don't get me wrong. But I also have, like, sensitive feet. And then inevitably I start, like, laughing. And then the person doing the pedicure is like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I think I'm going to make it. All right. I want to mention a couple of things that are right here in front of me. So very cool tie-dye roses. And Kids Eat Free in September. So something that I had not mentioned, shame on me. Kids Eat Free with paid adult in the Market Grill Express. By the way, it has rained the entire show. It has not stopped raining. I mentioned I'm thinking about ducking out early, got some time to burn. Now I'm thinking, like, do I just wait? Am I going to have to awkwardly, like, chubby jog across the lot? I don't have an umbrella. Do I borrow a HyVee umbrella and bring it back? Anyways, Kids Eat Free in the restaurant and tie-dye flowers. These are super cool. I don't even know how they do that. Tie-dye and glitter. And then we've got even more of them behind me on the bar. But those look great. So the glitter tie-dye rose, they're $5 each, it looks like, because we've got them right up here. And then that's a real pumpkin, isn't it, on the bar? Wow. So check that out. Tie-dye glitter roses. Interesting. And then, Brad, look at that pumpkin. It's like me. It's imperfect. People love those kind of pumpkins, right? They like it. If you have a texture thing, don't get that pumpkin. Because you're just going to be like, whoa, it's all bumpy. I don't know if I like it. Look how sunburn I am. I'm glowing. Wow. Went on a giant, walk yesterday, 2 parks, 3 kids. I think I'd taken 9,000 steps by 10 a.m. We were out and about, y'all. And I am feeling it. And again, I just want to tell you that Freedom Rock in Wilton is super cool. I hope that you'll go check that out. Even if let me just say this. It's in a great location. If you're self-isolating, wanting to social distance, you could easily drive past the Muscatine County Freedom Rock and see it. You could park and safely get out and take a lap through it. It's just really something else, and I was so thankful to be there on Sunday. It was just great. All right, let's do this. Let's mention the fuel saver that's going on today here at the store. With every $20 you spend, you're going to get 10 cents off per gallon. The more you spend, the more you save. I love that we've got a good crowd in here for breakfast, by the way. Feels alive. Spend more, save more today only right here at the store. If you love the fuel saver, come take advantage of it. You won't regret it. One day only, though, all right? I've already mentioned Top Care Tuesday, so we can breeze right past that. I will tell you about the September Donut of the Month. That's a good one. We had it on the show. Don't try and eat the Donut of the Month while you're on television, because you will not be able to, because it's so good and delectable and wow. Caramel apple cobbler. Ooh-wee. Man, that was good. It's like an apple pie. If an apple pie and a donut got together with a little caramel or caramel, boom, look at that. Delicious. Donut of the month for September. That will change at the end of the month. Don't miss it. You have one more day, that would be today, to take advantage of the local ad that was on the back page of the paper from last week. Certainly a new ad will start tomorrow, and we'll talk all about that. But today is Tuesday, and our ads run Wednesday to Tuesday, so this is the last day for these savings. Now, listen, are there things in the tent right now? No, they're not. These deals are all inside the store because of the weather, so just keep that in mind, y'all. Now, the tent will have some liquor in it later. I don't know why I went to the Frank Underwood from House of Cards accent, but we do have a liquor truckload sale coming up later this week. We'll get you more details on that. And then the hot deals from the front page of the Hy-Vee ad. Again, good through today, Tuesday, the 8th of September. And then more hot deals will roll out tomorrow, and we'll have those for you. So you can still get the brats 10 for 10. You can get 10% off. Oh, no, the wine and spirits deal's over. Don't do that one. Ground beef, grapes, corn, chicken, chips, and beer. Those deals still good through today right here at the store. Drive-through flu shots will come back on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. You can get a flu shot from the comforts of your own vehicle. Now, I'm also here to tell you, you can certainly get the flu shot in the store. Walk in, no appointment necessary. They'll get you taken care of. I don't know why I couldn't fight that yawn, but holy yawn. Didn't have the Starbucks this morning. Probably should have waited. Get the flu shot. Get yourself taken care of. You'll be safe. You'll be good to go. It's 20-cent fuel saver as well, which is nice. And then the shingles shot. If you're over 50 years of age, you got to get the shingles shot. Don't want to worry about shingles. There's a vaccine for it. Why wouldn't you get it? If you're 50 or older, walk in, get it. You're good. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. It's a series of 2 shots. Get one. They'll have you come back in a couple weeks to get the other one, and then you're on your way. All right, the last thing I think I want to mention is just the aisles online. Since it's a rainy day, maybe you don't want to go grocery shopping, but you still need things. You can always shop from home with the Aisles Online app on your phone and drive through and pick it up. Super easy to use it. Get you taken care of with Aisles Online or HyVee.com/grocery. All right, so thank you to our guests this morning for joining us. If you missed the start of the show, we sat down with Shane Orr, the executive director, and Nicole Sorgenfrey, program manager, both with the United Way here in Muscatine. We thank them for their efforts. Go to unitedwayofmuscatine.org for more info. And then our friend Jordan Lloyd with Sunnybrook was here. Tomorrow they're doing Lunch for a Cause, drive-through Lunch for a Cause at Sunnybrook. The organization they're supporting this month is Big Brothers Big Sisters of Muscatine County. We'll be back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with more guests right here on the Hy-Vee Today show. I hope it stops raining soon. And I know some people will say, well, we need the rain, and I get that. I don't know if we need this much rain. But get an umbrella. Don't be like me. Don't leave 4 umbrellas in your garage. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30, and I thank you for watching. Goodbye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.